Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to today's video. We're checking out a YouTuber's apartment. This is the Eclipse Towers, apparently. So there's a YouTuber apartment up there. It's made by Map Editor Fan. And let's see who would be the YouTuber that lives there. So let me know down in the comments below, after I've done the video, who do you think would live in this apartment? Which YouTuber, you know what I'm saying? Alright, so all we gotta do is just go through here and we get teleported. Kapuya, we're here, baby. Okay, so here we go. Right. It seems like it's just a big ass square. It's one room, big ass square. I'm not a big fan of that. I gotta be honest. I do like apartments or house mods that aren't just a big ass square, like there's multiple rooms. Well, technically there is a room here and it's, by the sounds of things, the bathroom. Yes, it is. But everything else is just one big ass room. I'm not the biggest fan of that, but I guess we could work with it. So here we go, coming in here, we got kind of like these two filing cabinets, I guess. I don't know, they could just be cabinets anyway. We got a shitty plant, so maybe this is spazzy, you know, planty. Over here we got the bed, which looks to be... What is that on the bed? What is that? What is that? I can't make... What the fuck is that? I'm kind of confused what that thing is. What is that on the bed? I don't really know what that thing is. That looks weird. But hey, we got the YouTube money just lying around here. I'll make it rain. I'll make it rain. I'll make it rain on these hoes with this YouTube money. Then over here we got a laptop for your late night porn. And we got guns. So, FPS Russia maybe? We got lampo... No, what lamppost? That's not what it is, Elano. That is a strip pole for them ladies, you know, to dance. So I don't really know who would use that. Got a little gym area here as well, with the pink has 4 pounds of freaking weight. Got a little chest press there, or a bench. A couple of dumbbells here as well. Very, very fancy. Over here to the kitchen area. Not much of a kitchen. It's kind of like a mishmash of a kitchen. We have these kind of like workstation areas, which actually I think is ovens. As you can see, they're the same windows, so it's probably the ovens, but they got like these kind of, I think they're trays? I can't really tell what they are. These wooden kind of things to make it like a working counter. Then we have a sink full of plates. We've got the fridge, and I guess we got the actual oven, so everything seems to be pretty decent. I like these speakers kind of scattered around the room to make like a very good, you know, surround sound. What the fuck is this? What is going on in here? What was that? Dude, what the fuck? What just happened? Why did this just fall? What the fuck was that? Talk about skeletons in the closet. What the fuck? Okay, so who would have a dead body in their YouTube apartment? Let me know in the comments down below. I know you motherfuckers gonna put, oh, this is totally Elanip's apartment, he's such a faggot. I tell you what, I can't afford an apartment like this, so it definitely isn't mine. Especially with a fucking sports car in the middle of it. Like, what the hell? Like, I would be, you know, if this was my apartment, I wouldn't want to put it in the middle of my apartment. I would want to be driving this bastard. I mean, it's a nice car, pretty goddamn sweet, in the middle of apartment. YOLO, why the hell not, right? Through here, we got the bathroom, and it looks like this is a huge-ass puddle. Why is there such a... It's just... Why has this guy just left his freaking shower good running? As you can see, there's a puddle there. It's huge. That is not good. That's not smart. And then you got the toilet with the sink, so pretty goddamn nice there. But look at this. This is just a fucking puddle. Right. The guy obviously doesn't care about the guy below him, because he's soon going to get water dripping from his ceiling. Over here, we have a nice little entertainment area, I guess. We've got the big-ass sofa. It looks pretty goddamn comfy. Got a big-ass TV with the sound system going. Very nice. And then we've got a huge amp here as well, so you're going to definitely get the party going. Can I bake through this? Can I just... No, that looks like it's solid. But it looks like I could kind of go in the balcony, but I can't seem to get out there anyway. And then behind here is the setup. Right, this is the YouTuber setup. As you can see here, they got the green screen here. And they got, I guess, like a double setup here. So there could be like 2 people working. One over here doing the business stuff, and one over here doing all the YouTube things, right? We've got a big-ass camera here recording the guy. So, green screen, big camera, recording... game. Right, I'm gonna guess the guy might be some kind of YouTuber, maybe, you know, that does video game stuff. It doesn't necessarily have to be video game stuff, but I kind of feel like it with the green screen behind you. Maybe like a Twitch stream or something, one of the bigger ones. But this is a pretty cool setup. I like this. Look at this. There's like a desk here that looks pretty goddamn good with the triple monitor setup there. Very nice. And then over here it looks like a little bit down version of the you know, setup to do all kind of like the email work and maybe like the post-production stuff. So that looks pretty goddamn solid. Alright guys, well that is the apartment. Do let me know what you think. I think it has its own charm. Like I did like the skeleton thing. Like I just touched it and it all fell out. Like you're like, what the fuck just happened? So that is pretty goddamn interesting. The car is kind of like strange, but hey, I guess that's alright. And here's the setup. So this is looking pretty goddamn very nice. Let me know who would be here. Maybe, you know, Jacksepticeye? No, I don't know. It's probably not. If I had to take a guess, I have no idea who he is. So I'd leave that, guys, up to you. Let me know down in the comments below. I'd love to hear it. I think the gaming setup's pretty goddamn solid here. You know, it has to be some type of gaming setup, right? Because the camera, it could not be a gaming channel, but who knows, right? I'll see you next time, guys. So before we go, let's get rid of this. Oh, we're kind of like flying out here. Let's get rid of it and see what bloody goes. 1, 2, 3, and Capuya. There she all bloody appears. So very, very fancy. I'll see you next time, guys. Got that dab city, boy. God, I'm lame as fuck. I'll see you next time, guys. Subscribe for more, and thanks for watching. Bye.